Good morning, campers. Welcome. It is Friday. It is Christmas Eve. Okay, so today what we're going to do is we're going to run through my Clough Rd November figures. And then next week, I'm going to do 2 quick episodes. The reason being is the wife's poorly. It's my virtual assistant, Jojo's last day today. So I need to get all these recorded now. And then I go on holiday next week. So I need to get these recorded in the next 30 minutes. So I've got a lot to do. Okay, so let's smash through these. And the wife, by the way, is very, very poorly. She can't get out of bed. So I have literally give the kids iPads, Switches, sweets, you name it, just to be quiet for a little bit. And hopefully, they don't kill each other. I mean, I can't guarantee they won't kill each other, but probably 60% sure they won't kill each other. Right, okay, so Clough Rd's data. It was a good month, November, a really good month. However, December is a different story. We'll get to that in a minute. So amount of quotes is 28. That's average quotes per day of 0.93. Don't forget, crikey, talking about here's one of them now. 1 second. He's gone. He was looking for his Switch because I put him on the iPad and obviously he wants to switch. Anyway, right, so the amount of quotes is 0.93 quotes per day. The reason why the quotes have gone down is because we're showing prices online. So number of reservations, 30. 30 reservations from 28 quotes. Wonderful stuff. Conversions, quotes, reservations to quotes is 107%. So really, really good. Obviously, people have come from previous months to actually reserve. Number of move-ins. We've had 28 move-ins from 28 quotes. Again, brilliant numbers there. 100% conversions from quotes to move-ins. Really good. Cancelled reservations, 0. That is testament to Stora. Nothing to do with us. It's down to Stora, the platform. It is basically because you're putting all the information in and you can do it online. It makes it easier. Simpler it is for people. The less hurdles they've got to jump, the more likely they are to progress with the reservation. Right, marketing. Where's our quotes come from? We had Google. 14 quotes came from Google. Don't forget, we haven't got 100% of the data here because people don't fill in all the data. So we got 14 quotes came from Google. That's 50% of our inquiries. However, it was 47% of our square foot moved in. So a little bit less than our inquiries. Word of mouth was 2. That's 7%. And only 2% of our overall square foot moved in. However, I would expect that to be much higher. It's just one of those things here. So yeah, I would expect that data to be much, much higher. Signs, 2 came from signs. That's 7% again. 12% of our move-ins came from signs. It just goes to show how important signs are to be visible from the roadside. Used before, 2. That's 7% of our quotes came from used before. And it was 12% again of our move-ins, the square foot move-ins. Again, it shows you exactly how important it is to look after your customers, be there, do everything you can for your customers. Right, so in terms of pay-per-clicks, 1 second, move-in data, we don't have any other data for 9 move-ins yet. Okay, I've already mentioned that. And prices, I've got here a headline saying prices went online 11th of October. So we've nearly had a full quarter of prices online. Not quite, but another few weeks and we'll have. Let's have a look at the Google ad spend. So at the minute we spent £4,555 on Google. But obviously it's half, so it's half per site. So price per move-in, so we need to divide that by 2. 379 divided by 2, because there's 2 sites. £189 per move-in. That is a little bit high. We want to be a lot lower than that, but don't forget our Willoughby numbers was a lot lower than that. So if we shouldn't strictly divide by 2, but we are doing for the purpose of this exercise. And it's costing £2.18 per move-in at the minute per square foot. So £2.18 per move-in. Again, we want that a little bit lower, but I'm attributing 50% of the Google costs to Clough Rd when Clough Rd isn't as busy as Willoughby, so it will look worse. So maybe I should do that in total across the 2 sites, and it'll be probably fairer. But Willoughby basically looks better when I do the monthly figures, and Clough Rd looks worse when I do the monthly figures because Willoughby is busier than Clough Rd, and we're attributing 50-50 when it shouldn't be 50-50, but hopefully you get the point. So number of move-ins, 28. Number of square foot moved in was 2,235 square foot. Move out, we had 1,820 square foot moved out, which means the net result was 465 square foot. Whoop, whoop, in November. So you can't argue with that. However, December is a different story, which I'll tell you in January. Oh God, I got notifications of a 500 square foot moved out in one day yesterday. Oh, it was a bloody killer. So not good. We've had rooms moved in 28, rooms moved out 20. So total internal rooms is 118 occupied, and we had 8 net for the month. Containers in, we had one container in, two containers in, one container out. So we're 1 net for the month. We've got 9 containers currently rented out. Square foot occupied currently is 10,095 square foot. Don't forget, this was the end of November, which means our occupancy is 57.29% full. We want to get to 80% by next year. The revenue, £20,662.01. That's how much went into our Stripe account. That is including VAT, my friends. And the insurance, this is problematic here. So the average insurance for basically, we took £145,000 worth of insurance, divide that by 28. So let's have a look, make sure I've done it correctly. 145 divided by 28 equals, £5,178. So we actually took £5,178 on average, not take, but that's how much we insured their goods for, £5,178. We want it to be £6,000. So we're a little bit below where we want to be. Hopefully we'll improve that. It's only a small sample size. It's 1 month. I'll get you a churn rate. 1 second. Yeah, I thought so. The churn rate is very, very good at the minute for Clough Rd for last month, especially because it's a new site. The churn rate based on square footage, well, I say very, very good. Based on rooms, it was 16.5% churn rate for last month. Based on square footage, it was 18.5%. On previous months, it's been 26%, 20%, 20%, 26%. So yeah, it's around where it's supposed to be. You don't, obviously when you first open, the churn rate's going to be high, and the more mature the site is, the less the churn, unfortunately. Well, not unfortunately, but that's just the way it is. So the longer we open, the less the churn will be. 18% is big, but it's not big for a site that's only been open 10 months or so. All right, my friends, I love you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Have a wonderful Christmas. Thank you very much for tuning in. Really, really appreciate you all, and I'll speak to you soon.